I am hungry. I like oysters. But a man walked off a date after a woman slurped up 48 oysters. She gonna get her money's worth here. But it wasn't her money. Okay. Was it? Watch.
Yeah, so today I linked with this guy I met a few weeks ago out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best oysters in Atlanta, like hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content. Come on. It's so good. Y'all, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a f. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat. And I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that. But I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good.
Oh my God.
It was just so good. Like, I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10, baby. Why the f does say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The f. I'm like, hold the f on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes. What this had to end up grabbing a tab. He left me with his little one drink. Yeah. I'm so glad you keep me some money, because what? That was crazy to me. And I said, you run out on the tab. He's talking about, I'm offering you to drink. The f are you talking about?
Okay. Do you want to go first on this one too? I like oysters. And I maybe did a version of this to someone before, but I played it a little different. I'm going to let you go and give us your perspective on this, because nowadays anybody can pay, anybody can order.
Yeah.
But,
well, look, I mean, clearly she was not interested in you.
No.
She said, because from the jump, she was like, he had been talking to himself for weeks. And then she was like, oh, screw it. I'm hungry. I'll let him take me out. So from the jump, like you weren't going to win. So there's that. That's it. Look, listen, if a woman's interested in you, she not going to ignore you for weeks. So there's that. And then secondly, it's like, you the one who took her out. And I don't know how much that was, like $60, $70 or something like that. It couldn't have been that much. The real reason that you didn't pay is because you saw that, oh, she's not interested in me. She's kind of making fun of me like this whole time right now. Otherwise, you would have paid for that. You know what I'm saying? But like from the jump, you could have realized that this woman's not interested in you at all. But, you got to learn somehow. You got to learn the game some type of way. But unfortunately, he got exposed to the world.
Yeah, he did. And she put it on blast. Nightmare date story taking over TikTok as the woman posted about how a man walked out on her during the date. However, this was after she scarfed down again 4 dozen oysters, a couple cocktails, crab cakes, the potatoes, she said, were on point. She called him a 10. The man who apparently been bothering her to take her out for some time, drinks. Evidently, he was astonished as he went to the bathroom and never came back, leaving her with the bill. And I do think her game needs to be tweaked a little. Viewers did not take too kindly to Iquana's gluttony on the date. She received a slew of backlash from some of more than the 5 million people who watched that video. He was the best. Tell me about your worst date experience, one viewer wrote. This is trifling. No decorum whatsoever, others chimed in. The way I would have dislocated my ankle trying to get out of there, one male viewer wrote. Thank you, Atlanta Black Star, for the details. Now, many were apparently turned off by Iquana's table manners. I can barely listen to you slurping, so I can imagine how bad it was to actually watch, one viewer wrote. Some also questioned the validity of Iquana's story. Another TikToker at Annie's Right visited Fontaine's with a friend to see if it was humanly possible to eat 4 dozen oysters and cocktails and to follow up on the viral encounter. I asked the waiter about the woman who came here and ate 48 oysters, Anna said. He said she's here every Tuesday, and she was, in fact, on a date. So, confirmed. He got out of there. He didn't want to pay the slurping, the moaning, she was having an eatery orgasm. Okay. She loved it.
She did.
I, too, scarf down too much food. Okay, but I don't do it in front of people. Usually I do it alone.
She was roasting him the whole date, pretty much. Like, what you think? She just like this the whole time? Like, she just cooking it? Like,
yeah.
But again, like I said, you kind of walked right into that one, man. You got to be able to gauge. You got to know if someone's interested in you. But I guess he doesn't know. So
no, but I do think the game, like I said, needs to be tweaked. Oh, this was years ago. Years ago. I remember a friend of mine was dating a future Hall of Fame NFL player, one of the biggest Super Bowl winner. I'm not going to name him and call her out. He was accused of murder, though, after Super Bowl. He got off. Okay. But it's not, the name's not important. And I remember she said to me, let's go to lunch with him. I don't want to go. She said, well, we'll get there before him. He never looks at the check. So we could order whatever we want. And we did. And we ate and we ate and we ate and we ate. Got dessert too. And then about 5 minutes before you arrived, Jackson, my friend said to the waiter, get all this out of here and reset the table. And they did. And this Hall of Famer, okay, he sat down. You guys want anything? I said, I'll just have a salad. Okay. I wasn't hungry anymore. I'd eaten and eaten. We'd been there an hour. My friend got a little nibble too. Okay. And he enjoyed whatever he enjoyed. Sure enough, the bill came, he paid it. I thought this was a setup back to the oyster lady, Jackson. But when you had this other TikToker go there, investigate for herself, and she is there all the time, this voluptuous lady, it is what it is. Does she need to tweak her game real quick?
Oh, yeah, she definitely got to tweak her game. You know what I'm saying? Like, some things just don't need to be said. You feel me? And this is coming from somebody who says things I don't need to say all the time. I get away with it. But some things you're not going to get away with. And recording it all. But she doesn't care anyway. So, like, I don't know what difference it makes. But it does make her look bad for any future prospects, which is the bigger point. She just kind of looks like like she's not very nice.
Baby, she gonna eat regardless.